Welcome to BizBlend, where business brilliance comes to life. I am Rima, your guide on this journey from the boardroom to the front lines of innovation. Join us each week as we peel back the curtain on business strategies, tackle challenges head on, and unveil the hidden gems of success stories. Get set to fuel your entrepreneur fire and transform your business approach like never before. Hello and welcome back, listeners, to BizBlend, where we dive into the stories and insights of industry leaders who are transforming their fields. Today, we have the incredible CarolAnn Tutera, CEO and co-founder of SotoPelle and Tutera Medical. CarolAnn's journey is a compelling blend of passion and perseverance. Together with her late husband, Dr. Gino Tutera, she built SotoPelle into a groundbreaking leader in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, specializing in natural hormone pellets that offer patients a balanced approach to managing hormonal health. Now, listeners, beyond just running a successful business, CarolAnn is also deeply committed to patient care, education, and the promotion of authentic aging, embracing aging while optimizing health and vitality. Her dedication to improving quality of life has led her to develop new wellness products under the Bolster Beauty line and expand SotoPelle's reach globally. So, today on BizBlend, CarolAnn joins us to share her journey, insights on BHRT, and her vision for a healthier, more empowered way to age. So, let's dive into the world of hormone health and wellness with CarolAnn Tutera. So, CarolAnn, welcome to the show, and it's an absolute honor to have you with us today.
Oh, thank you. And I'm the one who is honored for that glorious opening. I'm blushing here. You can't see.
Lovely, lovely, CarolAnn. Well, what first drew you to the field of hormone health and wellness?
Oh my gosh. My late husband, Dr. Tutera, is really the reason. When we moved to Rancho Mirage, California, he started the birthing center. And a physician came up to him and said, "Hey, how would you like to help me put in a pellet?" And he said, "Sure, but what's a pellet?" And he felt as if he actually found the last piece to the puzzle of working with bioidentical products for women. So he helped the physician for a couple of months, only to, at the third month, the physician went to play golf, went to his favorite country club, sat down, and sadly passed away. So Dr. Tutera was left with these patients who were flying all over the country to be treated because they were not well known at the time. And that's how we started.
That is interesting and very inspiring, CarolAnn. So for those unfamiliar, could you explain what bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, which is BHRT, is, and what sets it apart from any traditional hormone therapies?
Yeah, bioidentical means it matches completely the structure of what your body is. So think of it as putting your two hands together and they match identically. Now, if you twist it to the right or to the left, it's no longer bioidentical for the body. And the pellets are bioidentical. They've been around since 1939. They were originally produced for women who'd had radical hysterectomies. Dr. Tutera developed the fact that he individualized the dosing because up until then, everybody was given the same dose. And it was way too much estrogen and not enough testosterone for a female.
Oh, that is interesting. And you and your husband, Dr. Gino Tutera, developed the SotoPelle method using plant-based hormone pellets. So what inspired this unique approach, and how does it benefit the patients differently?
I am guilty of that. I was working in the office and I heard all these women coming in very excited to be there in a OBGYN office. They were in their 60s at the time, some were in their 70s. and so excited to be there, I realized, wait a minute here, there's something going on that we need to get out to everybody. So I worked alongside my husband. I did the marketing of the company and putting him out in the forefront as the leader of pellet therapy while he did the training of physicians until he passed.
Mm. Mm. And what were some of the challenges you faced in leading SotoPelle after your husband's passing? And how did you stay true to the vision you both shared?
I think my biggest concern was, can I carry this on? And did I want to do it without him? And I realized that I would not be doing him a service to carry on his legacy because he is the one who actually revolutionized the HRT world using pellet therapy. Without him, it would not be in a position that it is today. Not only did he individualize the dosing, but we took the information of all how to dose and put it into a multi-patented dosing site to make it easier for physicians. They have enough to learn when they go to a seminar of what pellets are, about hormone therapy, why they're used, why they shouldn't be used in some people. And it's really a solid day of learning. And then to tell them about the dosing made it much easier for them to be able to log in and have the assistance of the dosing site. It doesn't tell you that you must or you have to, because obviously the provider is sitting in front of the patient gathering more information. Mm-hmm. So it's the ease of knowing that it's there for them.
Makes sense. You have spoken about authentic aging. What exactly does it mean, and how BHRT supports this philosophy?
You know, our philosophy is we're helping people age gracefully and not old. And I've realized that as I've aged up, I'm close to 70, and people find it very hard to believe that I'm even 70. I started pellets in my early 40s. And I wouldn't do this any other way. I wouldn't be able to support something as I do if I didn't believe in them. And I've also learned that it's important to not only make sure that you're healthy on the inside physically, because that's what the pellets do for you. Physiologically, they put you back in your 30s where everything was humming along perfectly. But it's also important to get mind, body, spirit going in the same direction.
Interesting. So SotoPelle has expanded internationally, and it has introduced new product lines under your leadership, CarolAnn. What was your vision for the Bolster Beauty line, and how does it complement hormonal health?
Actually, the name now is called Tutera, Caitera. And these are all the products that started out that Dr. Tutera developed. When we were living in Rancho Mirage, there was a cancer center below our office on the first floor. We were on the second. Some of these patients were coming in to see him, and they just needed more energy. They realized that the testosterone pellets were a perfect way to do that because it does give you the motivation to move. Women in their 30s were making 300 milligrams of testosterone. You'll find as we age that severely gets depleted by the body without any hormone assistance. So he also developed the health and wellness product that goes along with the pellets. And you don't need to be on the pellets to have these products, but it was a great addition, and especially for somebody with Epstein-Barr. Later on, we developed the hair repair and restore product because he was looking at his scalp and realized he could see all the way through it. That didn't set well for an Italian gentleman. So he worked with a chemist and developed that product. And within a couple of months, found out that his hair was growing in thicker and stronger. After his passing, I took it a step further. And I worked with a third-party testing. And the results came back in the high 80s, low 90s for the validity of what it actually does, of the strengthening, the thickening, the lengthening. Not only does the hair get the benefit, but also your nails as well. I doubled down on that took some of the ingredients and put it in a shampoo and conditioner. So now it's directly going onto the scalp, which has been very well received by people all over.
Oh, that is interesting. Some critics of hormone replacement therapy may argue that it carries risks, particularly in terms of cancer and cardiovascular health. How do you address these concerns, and what steps does SotoPelle take to ensure patient safety?
Well, we always train our providers to make sure they're doing lab work before every insertion. The reason being is that Dr. T studied the science behind the pellets. Simply the same way as if you were treating your heart or your liver, your kidney, you cannot give them a prescription of medicine until you see the lab work. It's no different with your hormones. So we're constantly doing the lab work. Women's Healthcare Initiative came out early in the 2000s stating that estrogen is bad. All estrogen is bad. That's like saying the motor oil is bad for all cars that run. Well, that is not true because they were talking about all the synthetic estrogens and talking about the creams, the patches, the pills, the injections. Pellets go through the bloodstream, bypasses the liver. So the heart regulates the bloodstream. The more the body is at rest, it's like a kid licking the lollipop. The blood goes by it very slowly. If you're very excited and you want more of the lollipop and the heart is pumping more, then you're taking more hormone to suit your needs. This is truly the only product that is available 24/7 to the body.
And there's an ongoing debate about the effectiveness of bioidentical versus synthetic hormones. So what is your response to claims that bioidentical hormones lack sufficient evidence to prove they are safer or more effective?
Actually, there are well over 1,000 articles out there on how effective pellets are in the body, being a bioidentical product. The only other articles coming out are the effectiveness, which there are none for synthetic. They're lacking. They're putting women on roller coaster rides. If you have a shot or you're taking a patch, you go up on the roller coaster and then you immediately have to come back down. Your hormones are never regulated for a very long period of time. If you're using a patch, then you end up looking like you're having the Olympic rings on your body. And even those give you a roller coaster of a ride. The pellets give you a steady stream of hormone, which keeps you off of that roller coaster, which is the beauty behind them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, brain health is a key focus in your work, CarolAnn, and especially with patients who have neurodegenerative conditions or traumatic brain injuries. So, how does BHRT assist in supporting brain health?
The testosterone and the estrogen support the brain health in many different functions. And there are great articles on our website about how we have helped traumatic brain injuries. We've got patients who are ex-football players who actually have seen a great benefit from receiving the pellets. Jim McMahon is a wonderful example. He was unable to navigate the airport before he was on pellets because of the brain injuries. And now that he's been able to have the pellets inserted, he's found that he's more energetic, he's more vital, he's able to navigate the airport more efficiently and effectively without somebody's health. You know, if you're not taking care of the brain, and there is a clinic in the United States called the Amen Clinic, and Dr. Amen feels the same, where he actually studies the brain, and he said if you do not have sufficient brain health, such as from your hormones and making sure they're balanced, there is no way that you're going to actually have the efficiency of the body operating properly.
Um, Well, so before we wrap up, CarolAnn, what advice would you give to those considering BHRT or looking to learn more about it for their wellness journey?
I tell everyone to start with the baseline of their hormone lab panel. You have to know where you start. You have to go see a trained provider so they understand how to read the labs. Unfortunately, so many physicians are not trained properly how to read the lab work. The lab work is really outdated. There was a lab company president who even affirmed this to Dr. Tutera, saying they know they've got to really pay attention and stay up on changing the lab levels as to what is appropriate for a person. And you can find all of our trained providers. We're all the way throughout the US. We're in Spain, we're in Brazil, looking to open in Canada soon. And our web address is Soto, SOTTO, P as in Paul, ELLE therapy.com.
Great. We'll have the details mentioned in the show notes. And if our listeners they want to connect with you, CarolAnn, how they can do that?
There is a form on our website that they can fill out, and it connects to SotoPelle for their questions that they'll be answered back.
Lovely, lovely. Great. Well, CarolAnn, thank you so much, first of all, for sharing your remarkable journey and insights with us today. It is so inspiring, and it's a revolutionary, what you are doing with the passion and dedication, which drives your work at SotoPelle and Tutera Medical, as well as your commitment to empowering people through better health and authentic aging. So, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Listeners, from understanding the benefits of BHRT to exploring the innovative approaches CarolAnn is bringing to hormone health and has given us a lot to think about. So, if you want to learn more about CarolAnn's work, you can find all the information and the details along with this episode in your show notes. And stay tuned for more insightful conversations like this that inspire, inform, and empower. Until next time, keep blending business with purpose. Thank you.